I did not like Drawn Together. Yeah.
Wow, what a way to start this episode, you fucking piece of shit.
Hell yes.
Well, the great Drawn Together war has begun, folks. Welcome back to Is It Kino, PCP edition. The patrons' choice was polled, and they wanted us to watch the Drawn Together movie again. I believe me, Florian, and Toot might have reviewed this like maybe 2 years ago, but my channel had a strike, and Toot said some bad language, so I got scared and took it down and said, Toot, just post it to your channel. So there is a review of me talking about this movie out there that you can go find somewhere. I think it's on Toot's channel, hopefully still. But I'm here to do it again with my dear friends who also loved the movie. Starting with the man who opened this podcast saying, I loved Drawn Together. It's Weekend Warrior.
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that, but hello, guys.
Well, a man who I know actually did genuinely enjoy the film. It's Erich McCoy.
That would be wrong, Chief.
Dare I ask, Eggy?
Well, I will say this, we just reviewed the smash hit of the entire 2025 K-pop Demon Hunters. The Drawn Together movie was animated on a steep declined budget from their television budget from back in the day, and it most certainly had a more pleasant animation style with its Adobe Flash than that Drawn Together stop motion 3 frame per second bull honky. So I'll give it that much.
The one thing I would not give this film is good animation, actually. So if that's the only redeeming quality in your eyes, I'm really fucked here.
Well, to be fair, I did notice the Flash animation almost immediately. Yeah. But you know what? To be honest, I'm not going to lie. A downgrade from the television series, but with the vulgarity and that being such a central point throughout the plot of the film, I was getting some of those good albino black sheep, early Newgrounds kind of vibes. Definitely cleaner than those cartoons, but the Flash quirks all the same kind of brought me to that time period, although this was released in 2010, making its debut at the South by Southwest Festival, just like the film that I was in, That Feel With No Girlfriend.
Wow. So only the best films get premiered there. Yeah, I was disappointed with the downgrade in animation compared to the TV show, but after about 20 minutes, I completely forgot it was even different. I got used to it. But I want to hear my dearest friends tear into this, so Erich, go ahead.
I would say I kind of just thought that the show looked like this, but you're saying the show looked worse, or sorry, better than this.
I have to imagine it was like Korean sweatshop hand-drawn animation for the 3 seasons, because it was a little bit jarring, yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, so when I started this, I have no actual experience watching Drawn Together beyond just watching ads for Drawn Together on Comedy Central.
Colbert Report
occasionally when it was on. That's right. Yeah, so I really have no context for it other than I think it's just being crass on purpose. It's just like that's right. That's the entire point of the thing, is that it's just trying to offend as much as possible, which not necessarily a bad thing, but not something I'm looking for in anything.
Well, as Ling Ling says in the film, Ring Ring Reich beriddling half of world's population for no reason.
And for no
exactly. For no reason. Because it's funny.
And so like the part of the appeal, I guess, is that this is like a Big Brother style show where it's like they're all in a house together, even though in this movie it's not that. And it's these like disparate kinds of animated characters all having to share the same space, right?
Yeah, maybe more like Real World and Big Brother, if anything. But the premise of it's a reality show parody and they all live in a house, that's basically just to set up the pilot. And then from there, they're always leaving the house, doing whatever they want in any cartoon world, go to the mall and spread some lemonades, anything.
Okay. So when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, who are the characters? We've got the superhero character, I think kind of modeled on Superman, but he doesn't act like Superman in any way. What is his character exactly?
Captain Hero? Well, so you would think he's going to do some heroic things, but actually he's kind of crass.
I get the feeling that we're going to say this for a lot of these characters. You've got the princess character. What's her name?
Clara. And that's a little more of a satire here because it's like a Disney princess, so she hates the Jews.
Like, kind of crass.
No, because it's got the Walt Disney whole, Jew hatred built into it. And that's very much a central focus of the film is, Israel is out to get them, and Israel cannot be stopped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were the jokes that I liked most about this thing. The twink elf character, I guess. I don't really know what his deal is.
Yeah, he's like Link.
I don't.
Link from The Legend of Zelda.
He's like Link?
Yeah. He likes to go on adventures.
He's actually gay.
He's a video game
He's supposed to be like a video game character?
Yeah, like he has a cheat code book that you could use to make his head big.
Oh, huh. Okay, I wish they told more of those jokes in this. Maybe the show had run through pretty much every joke they would have told with that guy.
Yeah, and this he's very much focused on. He wants to be in a gay relationship with Captain Hero.
Yeah, he wants to be with Captain Hero.
Which is not so much a focus in the show.
Ling Ling, which is the Pikachu stand-in, which just speaks Japanese or Chinese all the time. And it's not even actual Japanese or Chinese, it's just...
Well, he says dojo when he says house. It's pretty close.
No, it's like if I sang the Chinese anthem, It's like
yeah,
which we would never allow.
Honestly, Ling Ling would do that, and they do random cutaways where this Asian guy is singing what Ling Ling's feelings are.
Ling Ling into depression go.
That was funny.
The whole movie was funny. That goes without saying.
Well, I do.
My favorite character.
Okay, I will discuss it when you get there.
My favorite character is Foxy. What's her last name?
Foxy Love. Hell yeah.
Foxy.
Of the Foxy Five, the mystery solving gang.
The only one of these that I care to watch, think is funny generally, and she's hot. So,
extremely hot, and we see her tits, and they make her tits hot too. Like they didn't fuck any of it up.
Hell yeah. So she is the one takeaway from this movie is that I like her.
And she's basically the main character here, the driving force, solving the mystery. Our show has been canceled and we don't know it, and the Jew producer is just making us kill puppies and stuff for his own sick pleasure at this point.
Is the pig character Ham, or is he someone else?
Yeah, Spanky Ham. He's like an internet meme, I guess, an internet troll. He's from the internet. He likes things that are disgusting, like farts, and that's why.
I thought he was like a Howard the Duck kind of character, but maybe not.
I think he's like a virus, like an email virus from the internet.
Damn.
Yeah, I think.
I had no idea. Okay. And
he's voiced by Adam Carolla, of course.
Yes.
Waldor Sockbat is like the SpongeBob.
Okay. All right.
When he said it, there's a line like, I'm just going to be a regular old 33-year-old drug addict.
Schizophrenic drug addict with jaundice and several deformities, yes.
That's right. So I did stand up and applaud. I almost, if I hadn't been casting it to my TV, I would have definitely screenshotted the closed captioning and posted it somewhere, but it is what it is.
So for 90% of this movie, when Foxy is not on screen, I think it's incredibly unfunny. I'm trying to stab my eyes out, and I'm trying to scratch my eardrums up. So
what do you mean? I thought you liked the political commentary about Israel. There's plenty of that.
Yeah, that stuff I liked.
That's 20% of the film.
What is it? Jew producer?
Yeah.
Jew producer, yeah.
Talk about the elephant in the room. How did they predict the future so good? The character.
No, this is not a prediction. This is just reality. Israel has always been getting into hot water, and we've always been like, Israel, why are you?
You don't need to tell Eggy. He was born hating Israel, Erich.
Yeah.
Well, I say that to say the character Jew producer has Donald Trump's hair and Donald Trump's suit that he wore for the The Apprentice, like that style of suit he was always wearing. I mean, obviously back in the day, I'm sure he was, linking up. But I mean, I guess it just wasn't so known to me as it was, then into his presidencies and so on. But the fact that, basically we have essentially a character which is just a robot, a robot with a speaker for a head, That's the Jew producer, but he's styled still as Donald Trump and has like an unwavering loyalty to Israel. And,
Is he a person?
Yeah, so let me explain. It's like in the show, there's speakers on the wall where the producers would talk to them. So it's like, oh yeah, the Jew producers are talking to us. And then when we finally meet him in person, his head is just the speaker as well. So and then when we meet his family in this movie, his wife and child also have speakers for heads. So they're not robots. He's just the guy whose head is a speaker.
Okay, and I mean, like they are called Jew producers, so even if they're robots, they are people of the faith.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes is when the Jew producer, it's the Sabbath, and he can't do any work, and his boss is calling.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty funny.
He runs to his neighbor, and he has to have his neighbor answer his phone for him, and his neighbor tricks him into becoming a Christian and says, now you can answer it yourself. Like, that's a great little scene. And he has to go, the guard gnome has to do it for him, and then he has to...
Look,
there's so much
my
good stuff in
problem
here.
with this movie is the main characters. Like, basically everyone other than Foxy Love is incredibly annoying to me and not funny, and I'm just not interested.
But that is the plot of the film, is that the pedophile executive who canceled their show agrees with you, E. Rich, that they're not funny because his wife and child were so offended by the billboard of the show that they crashed the car into an alligator pit full of acid and died. So they agree with you. Oh, the show is crass, offensive, and unfunny. And worst of all, unlike the Golden God South Park, they don't even make a point. Not even a political satiric take to be taken away where Kyle and Stan say, I learned something today. I mean, there's no redeeming quality. Might as well cancel the show and make him do a Flash animated final movie. So, E-Rich, I think the film knows this attitude of yours and agrees with it to some extent, but go ahead, Weekend.
No, that's my problem with it. Like it goes about this quest about finding meaning in a show that is just disgusting for the sake of being disgusting, to make horrific jokes just for the sake of being horrific. And then they go, "Oh, that's the point of the fucking show." Then what the fuck is this shit then?
The point is that you can be entertained and laugh at something, and you don't need to tie politics in at all.
Yeah, but they fucking tried to justify it in a fucking roundabout way to make this movie. This is my headcanon. Maybe they were trying to tell the producers that, oh, we're just gonna make this a thing so we can make the movie and we can just wrap everything up. Maybe that's the thing. But the analogy I have is like Smiling Friends, because that shit is just funny and it doesn't try to justify it. There's no continuity well, there's some continuity, but it's like just funny for the sake of being funny. And it doesn't try to make a point. It's just fucking funny.
And I think this show is Smiling Friends, but just 10 times edgier.
Yeah, but what was the fucking point? Like, it tries to be. How do I say this?
Spanky Ham gives a speech. The point is that we don't need to have a point. Sometimes entertainment is just entertainment.
Then you should have just canceled your fucking third season and got on with your fucking life. That's my meta analysis of this shit. Like,
even in the movie, when they're going to Make a Point Land, she says, "Oh, look, it's right next to You Sure Seem Bitter About Being Canceled Land," and so like they're lampshading it.
Yeah, but there's something wrong with it. Like I can't articulate it now but there's something that I was like.
So I think your argument would work for something like Brickleberry, where I think why does Drawn Together get my goat and tickle my fancy, but Brickleberry, who is also just trying to be edgy and offensive for the sake of it, I don't know if that show ever made me laugh one time. And I think this show just has the variety and the genuine love of all of this history of cartoons to like make parody amalgamations of all of these things. There's a wider variety of types of jokes that they can get away with and do. And maybe Brickleberry, it's just fucking Daniel Tosh as a bear in the same woods every time. Maybe that was the issue.
I mean, maybe the show is better at this, but like there's not so many distinct elements to the characters themselves that I'm seeing all that much like, oh yeah, these are completely different characters in the way they act or the way they comport themselves to keep that specialness in between them. Like, it really feels like any of them could be fucking a corpse, as Captain Hero does throughout the movie. And I would really not bat an eye. I would be like, yeah, that seems like something the Toot character would do. Or whatever.
It's certainly a show with no strict rules, but generally characters do have things they're more likely to be doing. But there was like one cutaway here where like they're all doing the most disgusting thing possible just for a joke. I don't remember what part that was.
That's a lot.
It's so funny that at least Weekend and I are just completely nonplussed by everything you're saying. And so, Eggy, did you like this? And have you seen Drawn Together the show before?
I used to watch it when it was on TV like 20 years ago. I have never gone back to do like an actual in-depth watch. I feel like I would probably enjoy the series overall, to be honest. As far as the movie goes, I feel like for what the content of it was, I think I would agree with you, Rich, in the fact that there's not a significant distinction made to really flesh the characters out, especially for those people who are not already having some familiarity with the series. So I think that, and maybe I wouldn't expect them to, because this is supposed to really be probably just a love letter to the fans. It was a direct-to-DVD release, from my understanding. That's just my guess, based on the fact that it ties into the end of the film, and obviously the budget was much less than what they had typically gotten for their production. So just kind of a way to... and I think perhaps the Wikipedia article, if I remember, says as much, that the actual series finale was just like a highlight reel clip show kind of thing, and that was dissatisfying to the creators. So they wanted to do what they could to try and at least put some kind of bow on the end of their whole series. Besides that, I would say I definitely had some laughs. There was some things that were very interesting. I liked, cartoon tits, and I was gonna say something you'll never see anywhere else is a Bam Bam with the umbilical cord attached being shot out of a pussy with his club in hand, ready to attack a Jewish executive with his face melted off partially from an acid attack by alligators. I mean, really, it's got some things that you just really can't get anywhere else.
Right after the Jewish executive makes out with the 8-year-old suck my taint girl.
Yeah, I would also say I think everything to do with the suck my taint subplot was definitely the low point of the film for me, because
Yeah,
it's it's supposed to emulate South Park.
It's one joke. It's trying to emulate South Park, but I'm not sure it's like what part of South Park is it trying to go
So let's
after?
talk about it. Okay. Drawn Together gets canceled, and they're replacing their time slot with just fucking reruns of South Park. And what does South Park got that all the critics and all everybody at home love so much? Oh, it's that political satire. They got these great points to make, and Drawn Together saying, yeah, South Park is just as crude and disgusting as us, but then they tack on some stupid fucking lesson into it, and we're not going to do that because we're a real show. This isn't like adult program playing at 2 a.m. We're not here to teach lessons to literal children. Let us just be funny and crude and crass late at night. And I think it actually aged extremely well, and the fact that we're watching this on November 1st is actually extremely relevant, because South Park is having a bit of an identity crisis. I'm guessing you guys did not watch last night's new Halloween special episode.
Oh, no. Let me guess. Trump is bad. Is that the episode?
So the message is South Park is too political. Like, they're saying that word for word in the show. Like, South Park has gotten too political and it sucks now, and like they're being very meta about the criticism of the current season. And I think they really got fucked up when they started the season and they did their Trump shtick, and then IMDb fans upvoted it, and it's like the second highest episode of all time. So they must have thought we really loved that Trump stuff, and they've just doubled and tripled down every episode for the last 6 episodes, and it truly has become repetitively unfunny and sad. And like they're trying so hard to have a political point that they're not even writing comedy anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that like amidst the takeover of their like benefactors, the company that is giving them literally $1 billion. Like, how much money did they make?
Yeah, I think $1 billion. Yeah, it's like 250 million an episode or some shit like that.
Like they are making massive chunks of money, but it's coming at the behest of Paramount being bought by Oracle. And that merger had to be overseen and okayed by the Trump administration. So I like that they are transgressing against the company that is giving them boatloads of money and trying to do that. But like, if you don't have anything to say other than making a jerk off direct like motion in the direction of people giving you tons amounts of money, don't really see what the show has to offer. But I haven't watched it, so I really can't say much.
And it sounds like you would be the target audience. You agree politically with what they're saying, and even you can't be bothered to watch this shit because they're not doing anything new or funny. They're doing the Trump jokes that I heard in 2016.
But I also stopped watching South Park like 10 years ago, and even when they were actually doing different things, like they started doing actual continuity, and Randy got like some like pot farm or something. Like I really do not give a shit about South Park, really.
Mm-hmm. I would say you take the 6-7 episode of South Park from 3 weeks ago, since they're releasing once a month for some reason. You put that up against any episode of Drawn Together, it's at least equally funny, if not Drawn Together's better. So I'll give Drawn Together that. They don't have to play into what dumb thing did Trump say this week. Let's build 20 minutes of episode out of that. No, every single episode of Drawn Together, you get a unique experience of the characters doing something that they're not going to be doing in any other. So fuck the new South Park. Go binge the old ones.
That's right. And the budget for this entire film was $1 million. So just think, if they're getting paid $250 million an episode for South Park to go 6-7 Trump penis,
Jesus
they can make
Christ.
250 Drawn Together movies for that. You know, it is what it is.
That's just their joke. Is that a consistent running joke for this whole season?
So here's where they really fucked up. I don't know if they were on season 28 or 29, but they had 5 episodes in a row about Trump fucking Satan. And then, episode 6 is coming up. Hey, you know what's really funny? 6-7. Let's do a 2-part episode about 6-7 where Cartman, it's like an Exorcist parody where the demon of 6-7 has taken over Cartman. And then episodes 6 and 7 of this season will be the 6-7 episodes. Brilliant, right? Well, I guess Paramount decided...
That's the kind of writing and insight that gets you hundreds of millions of dollars, everyone.
Well, I guess some executive, some Jewish producer perhaps, decided for some reason, some business reason, actually, this needs to be the start of a new season. So those 5 episodes building up to a story, that's entirely its own season. The new season is starting 3 weeks later with the 6-7 episode. So now it's episode 1.
So like, are they just trying to burn it? Are they trying to burn it off faster? Did they like cut the episode order and then say,
no, the episode order is
we're
50.
Season.
It's 50. They're just making the season's 5 episodes for no reason. It doesn't even make sense. It ruined the 6-7 joke. The season is building up the same storyline. You can't just fucking cut it in half. Uh-huh. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, but the reason would be to get them off the air sooner. Like, you gave them this massive amount of money, and they are like...
No, it's a 50 episode order, obligated, regardless of how they chop up the season.
Okay. Well, fuck.
It's completely pointless. So
well, gentlemen, for your consideration, we're all very lucky. The man, the genius, the legend himself who created 6-7 recently, went on to do a lyricism interview. So if you've never seen him before, you got the picture of him there in the thumbnail.
Now, how old is that supposed meme video of him? Because 6-7, I'm pretty sure has been around for several years.
No, I think
it has.
I think the album came out in January, maybe.
And they were saying 6-7 even last year because on like TikTok you can't say 69. They'd be censoring like fucking Weeknd does, saying unalive, and 6-7 was the original censorship for 69. It's been around for years. Are we really pretending some kid made this popular? Is everybody retarded but me?
I'm reading that it came from a 2024 song. Yeah.
Okay,
that's LaMelo Ball.
The official
I'm showing
release on YouTube says that the album was officially released February 2025, but there might have been a snippet or a leak perhaps last year.
Well, if you're not brain dead like everybody else, let me know in the comments if you heard them saying this shit years ago and that it didn't just fucking prop up this year. A bunch of fake memers out there.
Maybe I'm showing my age, but I don't even know what this 6'7" shit is.
Oh, weekend.
Yeah.
You are proving your 40-year-old age. Even
No, he's right. There's nothing to know.
YouTube.
Nobody even knows.
There is nothing to
If
it,
you ask
literally.
people what it is, they say they don't know because I know. It was censorship for 6ix9ine because fucking TikTok faggots won't let you say what you want. So if you don't know what it means, now you do. You were educated by meme magician Monkey Jones. You're celebrating. You are all celebrating censorship when you say that joke. Congrats. Get fucked.
It's a stupid joke. That's the joke. It's not even like a witty joke.
The kids don't even know what it is. They just say it because they think it's funny to say it. They don't even know that they're celebrating censorship.
Wow, you're impassioned with this.
Of course I am. Just say 69, you fucking pussies. Oh, your 5th grade teacher's gonna hear you say 69? Oh! Kill yourselves, children. Every single one of you.
There we go. That's the hatred. That's
right.
We need. Yeah.
Weekend got me ready to be hateful in this episode, and it's working.
Because, this is where we get to when people you have to walk on eggshells, no pun intended. You got to be, so particular about everything. Everything's got to have a message to it or whatever. Then we get the great revolt where people just can't take it anymore and they start saying nonsense, and then we all have to suffer for it. Whereas, when we could just all meet in the middle, we could have a show that's maybe teaching a lesson, and maybe we could have a show where there's a giant shitting in its own mouth over and over again, and then as soon as that stops happening, it wants to eat your shit, and giant black tits rubbing on my screen digitally. A lot of beautiful things. We could just meet in the middle and have some peace and all enjoy what we enjoy on our own separate ways.
Eggy's right. If every kid who thinks 6'7" is funny watched the Drawn Together movie, they could see what real comedy is like.
So what I'm
shits into his
getting
own
is
mouth.
from the. So what I'm getting is from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Well, they're all at the Drawn Together house, and the giant Israel robot shows up to erase them. And Foxy says, "Israel, why the fuck is it on our land if we already live here?" And Israel says, "To destroy you all."
It's so funny. No, this is the thing. I think I liked a majority of the jokes. It's just like, but at the ending where they like fucking.
Well,
are they that there is no point? It's just kind of like.
Are they being hypocrites here?
Weird.
Because they clearly have a social, economic, political point to make about Israel throughout this whole thing. And then they're shitting on South Park for doing that in their episodes. I don't know. I think you guys are doing the same thing in your movie.
And, there's an underlying point there as well. Maybe, we're all hinged on the climax of this film is that they are going to make a point land to receive the point they need from the wizard in order to give themselves a reason to be on there. But the whole time they've been speaking out against Israel, so they've really been making their point throughout the entire film. It's been hidden in plain sight, or maybe not hidden at all.
And that's why when they open the box of what their point should be, it's just another erasure nuclear bomb to kill them. So that's their reward for speaking out against Israel, is complete and utter annihilation. Everidge, did you know that I don't remember these guys' names, but the two guys who made this and they did the little bit of the director's commentary joke
on the episode.
Did you recognize their voices?
No, I did not.
They've been guests on the Flophouse before, one of our favorite podcasts.
Oh shit!
The podcast that inspired this show.
Yeah.
And Dan and Elliot, did not ask them about their edgy past or bring up Drawn Together at all.
What have they done since then? Because I can't imagine them being on the Flophouse because of Drawn Together. So
the last time I saw their name, I think they might have been producers on Solar Opposites, maybe, or like consultants. But surely they've done actual other things themselves.
Cleveland Show.
Is all the finest works of adult animation drawn together in the Cleveland Show. Weekend, where's your video reviewing all of the Cleveland Show? I think that would be right up the Weekend Warriors alley.
No, I haven't even watched it.
Let's get your live reaction to every episode. Like when that raccoon is jumping on Cleveland's cock, oh man, you're gonna love it.
I have a question. Like, isn't the new show of the Breaking Bad creator out on Apple already? And have you watched
Pluribus, I think
think
starts either next week or the week after.
Yeah, I
right,
think it
Rich?
starts first week in November.
next
So
week.
pretty soon.
I'm already getting ads for it, so I thought it was out.
Well, by the time this podcast is out publicly, it will definitely be out, and maybe we will have reviewed the opening 2 episodes, E-Rich. Should we invite Hardsuit?
I'm totally sure if he wants to do it.
He definitely does. Who else should we invite publicly on this podcast?
It's set in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Also, that's amazing.
It's called
Sorry,
Tax
I'm just
Breaks.
Florian.
Yeah, we can invite Florian.
Florian,
Ask
yeah.
him if he wants to come.
Yeah, I will.
Tell him we will review Paint Your Wagon if he wants to come on.
That's our good faith.
Yeah, if he,
That's the olive
feel-
branch.
I'm not even kidding. If he wants to come on for anything, he's invited. I know he won't, but if you want to extend the invitation, he's gonna say no. But
Yeah.
I get enough of him on the Purple Surplus channel.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any final thoughts on the Drawn Together movie? What was your biggest
Yeah,
laugh?
one of my final thoughts for you, Monkey, is who is your favorite character, or what does this movie mean to you as a continuation or ending for the show? Like, do you think it's a fitting ending for the show?
The fact that they all get obliterated and killed in the final moment is probably as fitting as these characters deserve. I loved the show when I found it as a teenager, and I've rewatched it many times throughout life, and it always holds up. Even, if an episode's not laugh out loud funny, I appreciate that they're pushing the boundaries of offensiveness in ways that other television programs perhaps never will again, and hadn't since. Yeah, I did not like the movie the first 3 times that I saw it.
That's a hilarious way.
Even as a fan,
Say that
like, I was so
now.
disappointed by the movie. I remember seeing it on the DVD shelf at Blockbuster, and it says, like, Seth MacFarlane voices Israel, and I was like, holy shit, they got fucking Family Guy in their movie? Oh my god. And I was maybe I was just disappointed in the Israel robot, because at the age of 15, and I know absolutely nothing about Israel, so I don't get any of these jokes. But it's like, why is Family Guy not being funny in this? But, on the 4th or 5th watch, I grew to appreciate it. And from the point of view of the creators, like, oh, we made this great edgy work, and it was canceled, and now we get, like, a final fuck you. And, they got all their thoughts out, I think, in the film.
Wait, so you had to watch this 5 times to cope with the fact that it's bad, and you transformed it in your head. That's actually good.
No, you can.
Is that right?
It's kind of like an arranged marriage, like
Stockholm syndrome.
gotta be with this fucking hairy Indian guy for the rest of my life. This sucks. I'm a hot 19-year-old Indian chick, but maybe the marriage will heat up after 5 or 10 years, and in this case, it did.
I think with anything, give it 5 to 10 years or 5 to 10 watches, and you'll start to admire something about whatever it is.
The movie's like a prog rock album. Like, it literally gets better every time you listen to it. You learn to appreciate everything that's going on. Like, the time signature keeps changing, and it means a lot more than I originally thought.
Do you tear up when Clara loses her arms in this?
No, because
Maybe.
as they say, using her arms to tie the anus of the giant who shits into his own mouth so that he no longer shits in his own mouth, it gave Clara's life purpose finally. So it was a happy ending for her.
Is Clara unerased? Like, at the end of the movie, is she the only one who has not been?
No, I think they're all just stay dead once you die.
I think I imagine
okay.
he was still in the dungeon of the castle, and once they go and blow up the castle and destroy it, I'll give them credit for that
Okay.
also. That with it being in flash animation, and they go about these eraser bombs, take it away back to like a storyboard, and then they like digitally have an erasing animation of the sketch that's there. It's pretty seamless. The sound for it is appropriate, I think. So knowing Flash and what they do there, it's maybe not groundbreaking, but I thought that they put those pieces together well.
Mm-hmm. This movie has several "It's a Living" Flintstones jokes where you get a dinosaur that's being used for some purpose, and it just you cut to it saying "It's a living."
At one point, Betty Rubble is shooting a bazooka at Toot for stealing her husband, and it's just a normal bazooka with a bird tied to it. So the bird's not functioning at all. The bird says it's a living. Like, why does he have to be part of the bazooka?
Well, that was my criticism, is that I can sometimes not tell what the creature is actually doing.
Well, that's why it was funny. Like, he was tied to it for no reason.
No, it's also funny in the chase scene where they had to find the keys for the car, but I know as a gag in the Flintstones, because I'm a fucking boomer,
yeah,
they just run.
You just
run.
push it with your feet. Why didn't they do that in the live action movie when he can't find his keys?
Yeah.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
I think my cat wants out. Eggy, take over.
All right, another fun gag from the movie, and there's some referential humor. Speaking of chase scenes, they, as they're in the midst of a chase, they hit the road runner, and as he's crossing the road, kill him. Wile E. Coyote shows up, and he's like, "Oh, my life no longer has purpose," and he shoots himself in the head with a prank gun, but the little
pole goes through his head.
Ultimatum that rolls out or whatever has enough force that it still penetrates through his skull because it's on the end of a stick or whatever. There's a thing about Papa Smurf being a horrible child molester that was like raping Smurfette, and they're like at his funeral sitting on his gravestone, but then they also get killed by the drawn together people as they're doing their chase anyway. So it's got pop culture references in a way that they give it enough shock factor that the referential in and of itself doesn't feel like, for me personally, like forced. It's kind of like, oh damn, they went there. They have the Comedy Central signing off on these IPs or something to make this happen, and
it's parody law. You could do anything, I think.
Maybe a little Seth MacFarlane writer room conversation could have maybe led to those perhaps, but
E-Rich, is this the best joke in the movie? Jew producers flying around on Israel. Israel says, "Hey, I need a nap." Israel lands in the middle of like rush hour interstate traffic, laying down all the cars have to go around him. And Israel says like, Jew producers like, "Come on,
the
Israel,
right to exist."
Like, this is the single most dangerous place for you to be situated right now. You could be anywhere else in the world." And Israel has a right to exist. Yeah.
So funny.
Like, for me, on a conceptual level, those are the best jokes in the movie, and there's plenty of them, so I will give them that. Is that it is not just like one joke or three jokes here or there. It is like 10 throughout the movie. So,
and what about this joke?
For
Mrs. Wilkins is postmenopausal. It's impossible to get her off.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when they cut to the Aboriginal man with the drum set.
Yeah, they do that 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah, and the character like jumps in and sings like cha-cha-cha, like he's so proud of his joke. Those both got me to laugh out loud when Woldor and Xander did those.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend E-Rich. You know what? If I tell you the 3 best episodes of Drawn Together, will you watch them and report back?
Yes.
Okay. About an hour of constant laughter.
I have some amount of hope that like not having a movie's worth of like plot or pacing or like within a 22-minute span, I would probably better understand why the show is more interesting than this movie is.
Okay, do we have
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
I think the show would lean toward. I haven't watched the show, but I'm just guessing they lean towards the identity of the character. Like I would imagine Clara using her princess powers as a Disney princess or some shit, or they mock that idea. Maybe that's where the humor comes from.
I'm trying to think through all of the various plots. Like, episode 1, the plot is that Clara and Foxy make out in the hot tub. There's one where
to me it's just funny. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's just funny for just being funny.
there's all kinds of adventures with their specific character archetype, of course. Like, I'm sure Clara's father, the king, was coming to visit one day, and they had to do. There's probably something for everybody. It's been a couple of years since I binged the show last, so I don't have all the top of mind greatest moments, other than like Wooldor's race of people was holocausted and turned into strawberry shortcake snack treats or something. That was a good one. Maybe I'll make E-Rich watch that one. It's where I learned how to spell the word slaughter, because the strawberry shortcake girl says you can't spell slaughter without laughter, and that's so true. But any other final thoughts before we
my face right now?
Before we put some films on the PCP poll?
I gave this 1.5 star. I can see why you enjoy it or have been Stockholm Syndrome into liking it. And
if you watch it 4 more times, you might enjoy the film.
Yeah. My problem with this movie is mainly that I find all of the characters pretty fucking impossible to like or watch.
So Captain Hero, his plot here is that he's dating a corpse. You didn't find his character endearing, that he's like having sex with a rotting corpse.
No. I even have a very specific thing of I find mistreatment of dead bodies to be quite bad. I don't even like Weekend at Bernie's for that reason.
Wow.
And so that whole plot of this was just.
So are you putting that on the PCP poll, Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Because I've never seen it. Eggy, that might be a good option if you don't want to put on some street-level thug rap kino like everybody keeps requesting.
Well, I had a pick already.
Well, should I go first since I won? Was that the rule we established and never enforced? Was that the winner has to go first so everybody else has a fighting chance?
Yeah. So you don't enforce it unless you want to?
I always forget. I honestly forget. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm putting on a film we talked about for many years. Hopefully we could just finally watch it. It's called Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. It's the Wacky Racers.
Shaggy the Reluctant Werewolf?
Fuck you for picking fucking Scooby-Doo. That shit's gonna win every goddamn time.
What do you mean? You could pick Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders.
Yeah, but I don't want to just pick Scooby-Doo shit all the time.
I don't think it's gonna win. I want to give the people the chance to let me finally watch the Wacky Racers Scooby-Doo movie I've been talking about for decades now. And this will be if they don't vote for it, I'll never bring it up again. We'll never watch it. How's that?
Okay.
The anti-Scooby rule, I think, was only for the last poll. So who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Well, I want.
The movie that I'm going to recommend that we do next time is Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is the what's the fucking The Weekend? It's his movie.
That was JJ's film of the year.
Okay, well, if people vote for it, we might be ending up watching.
I'll ask JJ if he thinks we should watch it. JJ!
Tackling into the room. I'd rather lie, yeah. I'd rather lie than lose you. I'd rather, that shit was gone, folk. Yeah, man, you better get that thing up there, boy. Yeah, that's.
Wow, he's sharing his opinion. Man. We didn't even have to ask him. He just knew. Good to know.
Yeah, I was doing something heat out of Eggy's living room, man. I'm just cold outside today. Either way.
JJ, do you want to put a movie on the PCP poll?
No, man, listen, I'm into a different kind of PCP, man. It gets you right. So I'm about to do some of that. So I'm going to climb out the window real quick. All right, see you, JJ.
Peace, people.
Is JJ going to go eat somebody's face off or something?
I've heard PCP from what JJ's told me is just a very relaxing drug. It's got a bad, bad rap. It's not really bad. But I'm simply gonna have to go with David Lynch's Wild at Heart.
Oh, hell yeah.
Starring who?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh!
Oh.
The Raging Cajun.
Oh, damn, that might win.
Well, what's
I hope
actually
it
going to
does.
win
I would watch
weekend?
Wild at Heart.
My suggestion is Ireland's first martial arts movie, Fatal Deviation, which was made in 1998. It's extremely low budget. It has a cult following, and from what I've read, it's a terrible fucking movie. So, chat, listen. It would just be fun. If Monkey
low budget cult
just
film.
don't-
That looks fucking great.
Yeah, it just.
You said it's called
Guys, come
Fatal
on,
what?
You love cringe. Fatal Deviation.
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
So that's another bonus for everyone. Because while the cringe the weekend movie might be good, I don't know if I can watch it on streaming where I am. So.
Oh, I'll get you a copy, buddy. Don't you worry. We'll get you the weekend's movie. E-Rich, did you like it when Waldor had a big photorealistic black cock?
That was minorly funny for about 5 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
I mean, the joke lasted 5 seconds, so that's the appropriate amount of time to laugh at it.
Yeah, but it was also on screen for like 15, 20 seconds.
Well, in case you needed to jork it.
You know, that reminds me. I forgot
true.
I was going to say, "What is up, my fellow smoked Irishmen?" That's a term that he uses to classify some people of African descent prior to having a giant black penis himself. So,
Yeah, when they realize that they're not on the air anymore, they can cuss. Waldor tests it by saying a bunch of racial slurs, but Foxy points out that Comedy Central never censored those to begin with. Do you remember what he said? Because I didn't really recognize him.
smoked Irishman really just stood out to me. I think the
Yeah,
other ones I
that's
might
good.
have heard before, but
For real, not for play. And let's see, one other line before we leave. Let's see, what's a good one? According to E-Rich, none of them. Not even one.
Yeah, I'm checking my notes. Nothing.
What about when they had to crush puppies and kittens under their high heels? Because the Jew producer wanted to
Yeah,
masturbate to it.
Yeah, it's just a fucking.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it ties together with the Trump joke that he has sex with the devil, and now he's masturbating to suffering. So that's a good. It's a reintegration. We tied back together. That's pretty good.
No, okay, here was a good joke. Here's a good joke. I don't remember the setup to it, but they're like showing like little image compilations of past events, and then Captain Hero finds out that his corpse girlfriend actually fucked all the other superheroes, and then it shows that it actually did happen. And every hero that we know and love, like Aquaman, they're all fucking this corpse. I thought that was actually really funny.
No, the setup is Sanders trying to break them up because he's jealous.
He's like making up a lie, but it turns out it was true, and every hero fucked this corpse. E-Rich was just dying laughing.
The final image of that is the corpse is just like sitting in the background while Batman and Robin fuck each other.
Yeah.
See,
I think
it's joke
Batman
is
was
seconds.
giving Robin a blowy.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody check out Drawn Together the movie. I gave it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. And what are you guys gonna plug? I think we forgot to do plugs last episode.
I'll just continue to watch the kino.
You can find my Letterboxd Rev1138 on there. You can find my review of Save the Green Planet, which I really enjoyed.
No, Weekend, what are you talking about? You've returned to YouTube, posting consistently on the Weekend Warrior channel. You should be plugging that.
Oh, I have not. See, that's the problem. I dropped the streak, so I haven't posted in September. So.
Oh, but you posted what?
Well, if you haven't,
2 or 3 new videos. That's pretty good. That's more than I've posted lately.
Okay, kids, if you want to watch more weekend videos, I have posted a review of Superman, a review of Fantastic Four, and in my opinion, a pretty funny takedown on that
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds on
yeah.
Ice Cube on there. So if you want to watch that, you can watch it. So thanks for, and also I keep maintaining this. Just keep watching Is It Kino because this is a fun show, and I like hanging out with these people. So
And we got to
Yes.
keep getting Weekend
Hell
on
yeah.
here, even though it's probably 4 a.m. every time, in his time zone that we want to record. But we'll get him on.
Honestly, thank you for your service, Weekend.
I love being here. So
We love having you, Eggy. What website should everybody check out right this second?
MySweetMonkey.com. As of this time, it's just auto-renewed because it was November last year that we did the Drake and Josh video.
Wow.
And I registered that website, so now it's just auto-renewed for another 12 months of existence, so it's going to be around. Featuring dose of your loving, baby. That's what I need. It's up there right now on all platforms.
Waterfalls in every woman's panties right now. So I'll let you ladies take care of business. For Izakino, I've been me. Peace, people.
I've been me.